Caitlin from 6A.
I'm Dehansa, also from 6A. And welcome to this week's episode of Kilberry Live.
Today we'll be looking at 10 Inside 60,
our school values program.
But first we'll be looking at our Anzac Day Ceremony from last week.
At Kilberry Valley Primary School, we held an Anzac Day Ceremony in commemoration of Australians and New Zealanders who lost their lives in the First World War.
We placed the flower wreath under our flags and held a minute of silence as a sign of respect and a time for reflection.
Thank you to our school captains and Mr. Cunningham for conducting the ceremony.
And Miss Dominy for overseeing its organisation.
Thank you to the school captains for running this ceremony and Miss Dummy for arranging. It is very important that we commemorate our Anzacs.
Now finally we have a 10 Inside 60.
With Tyler, Justin and Sadat.
Hello KBPS, today I'll be doing 10 Inside 60 with Mr. Murphy and the time starts now. What would you do if you had $1 million?
I would travel Australia.
Are you a dog or cat person?
Definitely a dog person.
If you could have a superpower, what would it be?
To fly.
Would you rather burrito or taco?
Definitely tacos.
What is your favourite colour?
Blue.
What is your favourite sport?
Cricket.
What football team do you barrack for?
Carlton.
What decade of music do you like?
The 80s.
What is your favourite song?
The Carlton theme song, because I never get to hear it.
What's your dream holiday?
Queensland.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Mr. Murphy.
Here's the Haj with the inter-school sports scores.
Thank you, Caitlin and Dehansa. Now for the scores from inter-school sports. So we versed Berwick Fields Primary School, and here are the results. So the soccer boys team won 8-1, the T-ball boys team won 32-5, and the footy and girls team were together, so we won 66-0. The kickball boys lost by 10-13, and the netball boys and girls lost 37-1. And the girls soccer team won by 9-2, and the girls T-ball team lost by 3. Thank you for listening. Back to the studio.
Well done to our students with a win or a loss.
Next we'll be looking at KVPS values.
This term's focus is accountability and this week's focus is taking care of resources. Let's see what other students in the playground thoughts are about taking care of resources.
I name my belongings so I know where they are, and if they are lost, I know where to find them.
I use my equipment well, so for example a computer, if the blades are tangled or anything, I'll untangle them in case something falls and breaks.
I make sure to keep my tub tidy so I can get items faster. I use my scissors to cut the paper if it doesn't fit in my book, but I don't use the scissors for being silly and just throwing it around because that might hurt people. It's important to keep things neat because in my class there's bags on the floor and some people trip over it because they're not neat and tidy. So I make sure I hang it up.
You should put away your books because they might get really damaged and we won't have that much books back in the library, and you'll be responsible if you do your jobs in the classroom, like the lunch order monitors or putting away the book boxes.
Let's see how you can focus on being accountable
and taking care of your resources.
And the school resources. Bye!
Wow, thanks to Sophia and Estelle, now I understand Kilberry's values better.
Wow, what a great way to end off Kilberry Live. Now it's time to check out the weather forecast for this week.
Today some rain is expected and 16 degrees. Thursday late rain and 15. Friday and Saturday a shower or two. And temperatures around 15 degrees. Sunday is cooler and possible shower. Then next week, Monday, Tuesday will be partly cloudy.
Looks like winter is here now and will come to rain after a hot and dry summer.
And make sure not to forget these important dates.
There is a student-free day on May 17th and National Simultaneous Storytime will be held on May 22nd. Thank you for tuning in for this week's episode of Kilberry Live.
See you next time.
Bye.